Hey there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Brackbill, Stampin' Queen. Today's project is going to be our final Christmas project of the season. I'm shutting her down. I am ready to move on to spring and bright, fun colors. So this is a wiper card, and this I found online. This is a direct case from Lisa Curcio, and we made this in my stamp club. So I wanted to do a video for those that weren't able to attend so they know what we made and how it was done. But yeah, isn't that cute? Just this cute little wiper card that pops up there. So let me show you how we did that. We used the Making Christmas Bright and the coordinating bulb, Christmas bulb punch. So we're going to start off with 2 pieces of real red cardstock, and we're going to go ahead and score those. So I'm going to take 2 pieces, they're the same size. I'm going to score at 1 inch and 1 3/4 on both panels. Okay, so that's all I need to do for my scoring. And then I took a piece of real red. Let me bring in my paper so I'm not stamping on my table, and I'm going to need this then as well. So I took some basic black ink and our sentiment. We're going to go ahead and stamp that on. And I think while I have it, I'm probably going to stamp everything. And this one's going to be a little bit longer than the piece of paper, but that's okay. We're just kind of cutting off the swirlies, so it's really no big deal. I'm going to stamp my Christmas bulbs on a piece of Whisper White. I'm using Memento ink because I'm going to color them with the blends. So I just want those right across the top so we can color them in. And I also went ahead and die cut a white oval from our Layering Ovals framelits. I'm going to stamp my sentiment here kind of at the top because I want to make sure I've got Christmas bulbs that need to go across there, and I want to make sure I have enough room for them. Now I'm going to do my string of lights. There we go. So that should do it for our stamping. Now, what I have already done ahead of time is I stamped the bulbs, and I also stamped the little ends. So I did that in Stays On ink on silver foil paper, let it dry a little bit, and then went ahead and punched it out with our bulb punch. And I did oat olive and real red. So I did that ahead of time, especially this, because you need to let that dry a little bit, then go ahead and punch that out. So in this piece here, this, excuse me, this is going to be our mechanism that allows that wiper to pop up and down. So what I did was I just made a little 1/2 inch score right here in the edge. This is my little template because I was making a bunch. I just thought it was just as easy to lay that right there, and then I just folded it. So now this one's folded. You want to go back and forth a little bit, kind of break the fiber down so that it will pop up. And then we're going to do some taping. I like tear and tape. That's my tape of choice. If you are a green glue user, the Tombow multi-purpose, this is perfect for that. So we're going to make our fold, and we're going to go backwards and then forward on this panel. So it kind of looks like a little Z in there. And I'm going to do tear and tape across that panel right here. And 2 strips works just fine. Okay, so now I'm going, can you see this? I'm going to put this over in the corner on my grid sheet, because I just need to make, is this a pen or a pencil? It's a pencil. I want to make a little pencil mark at 1 3/4. So I'm just going to kind of go across here, and I'm going to eyeball it and put that pencil mark right on my first score line that I made. So that's my 1 inch score. And that's where I'm going to attach my, and I have to try to think of how I did this. Okay. It's been a while, bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of tear and tape right here in that little corner on the front piece that I just stamped. All right, so I'll peel that off. I've got my panel back in here, and I'm going to lay this down so that the bottom of my red cardstock meets that little notch that that little hash mark that I just made. And I'm going to attach that down so it's straight. So now you can kind of see how it's going to start to go down when my card is folded, and it's going to pop up. Now it needs that backing, the other piece, to pop up. So while I have this here, I'm going to take go ahead and do a little assembly. So I'm going to take some of my Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper, attach this on the front here, and then I have another little strip that's just going to fill in here on that 1-inch side. So that's ready to go. So then on this panel, we're going to do the same thing, and it's going to meet up. Hold on, I have to make sure I'm doing this correctly. This panel comes across here. Now we're good. Okay, so that panel is going to look like this. And we're going to do some tear and tape right across here. I'm really rocking the boat today, so sorry. All right, so we can go ahead and start to attach this. Okay, so it's going to go down like that, and then this piece is going to fold in this way and attach down. Yay, it's coming together. I did it correctly. Yay. I'm getting a bunch of videos made so that I can go on vacation. So I've been up early working because I've got to catch a plane. Although, till you guys are watching this video, I will be home. All right. Nothing like a vacation right before Christmas to just make things a little bit more stressful. But that's okay. We got to get out of here for a little bit too. All right, so there we go. And our wiper's working. Yay! All right, so now we're going to take our white oval, and I attach that to a red scallop. That'll go on the front of our card. And I have a bunch of little, I went ahead and did these guys ahead of time. So here's my little Christmas bulbs. And I just did, I use glue dots to attach. Actually, I think what I want to do is put these two on in the middle. Kind of work around them. I do glue dots to attach the silver edge to it. And then I use mini dimensionals to attach it to my card. That seems to be what works best for me. I have a hard time with these tiny little, I mean, it's so cute, but it's hard to work with them. So what I also did ahead of time was I Wink of Stella'd the bulbs. I'm not sure if you can see that they've got some shimmer and shine to them. I have a real red satin ribbon. We're going to tie a bow. I'm thinking I might not have glue dots right here on the table, but you'll get the gist of it. So I'm going to tie that little cute little bow and just attach that right there. And then our final step is going to be to bring this back in that we stamped the Christmas bulbs on. And I just colored these real quick. I did every other one. Old Olive and Real Red with our Stampin' Blends. If you have not been using the Stampin' Blends, oh my, you guys, these are the most amazing pens. I am so thrilled with them. And someone asked me in class how long they're lasting. And I do a lot of classes. My blends get a lot of love. And since they came out, I have gone through one pen, and it's the light yellow one. That's the only one I have replaced. The key is making sure that you hear that click, okay, so that they don't dry out on you. But yeah, they are lasting well. It seems like we had our little bug that we had before. It's worked out. And so yeah, I'm super thrilled with. Okay, so that's going to go in the back. Now you can, write to and from, or your little sentiment. The final thing that we need to do is to put our last, I'm out of mini glue dots, or mini pop dots. Let me see if I can make one out of this little edge here. I'm hoping it's not too, it's going to be too long. Let me cut it in half. And I'm just going to put that right there and attach my Christmas bulb to it. So when my wiper pops out, my Christmas bulb is there. And again, I would put that on with a glue dot, but I don't have any. So thanks so much, you guys, for joining me. I hope you'll make some of those. Thank you, Lisa Curcio, for an amazing video and an amazing project. I absolutely loved it. So did my customers. And you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week for Movie Monday.